Hey everyone, it is Mark and we're back here with another haul. Surprise, surprise. I keep buying plants, a ton of them, and I'm actually gonna try my best to do a no buy for the rest of this month and next month. So let's see how well that lasts. We're doing a haul. It was originally an unboxing, but the film did not have any audio. So if you're interested in seeing some of the plants that I got 5 shipments that arrived yesterday, and I've got some pretty cool plants to share with everyone. So if you're interested, keep on watching the video. The first box that arrived on my doorstep is from Taylor Greenhouses, which has an online shop. I placed my order on February 4th and didn't get the shipment until February 25th. So it took a while, but I imagine they were postponing things because of the weather. So I've got 9 things and they're really random, and I didn't know what was going to be in the box because when I got the invoice, it didn't give me a breakdown of what I purchased. So this was totally surprising to me. When I opened it, I was like, what the hell did I get? So let's get started. So the first one I got 2 of these, is a begonia. There's a lot of begonias in this package. This is a Begonia goegoensis. So I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I've got 2 of these, which is pretty awesome. So it's similar to a Forgetii or Anthurium peltigerum, where the leaves don't actually have any interior lobes to it, so it's just rounded off, which is pretty awesome, and that's why I kind of was interested and attracted into this plant. I got 2 of these. One is significantly bigger than the other, and this is the better one. So this is the expectation versus reality. My intention is to put these into 2 pots and hopefully come up with a bigger plant. Not sure what the growth or care for these plants are, but I imagine they like high humidity, just like other begonias. Okay. Ah! I dropped a bunch of plants. Okay, Mary. So the next set of plants that I got was a Begonia 3-pack Rex sampler, and they had some really nice begonias on their website, lots to select, and I was overwhelmed. So I was like, ooh, let's get a value pack and see what you get. Don't do that. Go out and get the ones that you want so you don't have other people selecting your plants for you. So I got 3 of these. One of these I actually had ordered on my own. So I got 2 of them, which is also really nice. The 2 that I got that I really like from this is the Tuscan Bonfire, which is really beautiful because it's got this kind of ruby red color to it, and it kind of is metallic and shiny and beautiful. Hopefully these grow bigger, but it says on the invoice it's a Rex small leaved, so I'm not sure if they stay small. And these other 2 are the rents of the package, so I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with these plants? One is a Queen Olympus, and the other one's a Pink Surprise. I kind of don't enjoy the growth pattern for these. They're like all over the place and kind of wild. So let's see what I do with these. It'll be really, really interesting. They have some really nice flowers, but I'm not a big fan of flowers. I kind of like the foliage plants, and that's why I like aroids and anthuriums. Like, I love the leaves. Okay, so I got another begonia. It's the last one of the package, and this is my favorite of them. This is a Karl Foster, so Begonia Karl Foster. So who is Karl Foster? She was a businesswoman in the 1980s who was, I'm kidding, I have no clue who Karl Foster is, but this begonia is gorgeous. It's stunning. It's got like the angel wing kind of like leaf to it. It's kind of very textured, and it's kind of raised and kind of hairy. Oh my god. It's lovely. It's gorgeous. I wish I'd gotten 2 of these instead. The next plant that I ordered is a Dischidia ruscifolia, and it comes in a 2-inch pot. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be, and it's kind of underwhelming, but I'm actually kind of interested in getting the variegated version of this after my no buy. I'm doing a no buy for the rest of the month and for March, so I'm going to kind of curate a plant wish list of things that I want. And then the next one is kind of weird. I haven't looked it up yet. Yeah, I'm not going to try to pronounce this. It looks a lot like a Hoya to me. It's got these dark green, round leaves to it. I think it's like gorgeous, and that's why I was kind of attracted to it. So, out of all the things that I like in this box, I like this Hoya-like object, Hoya-like plant, this Karl Foster, and I actually really enjoy this goegoensis. I really like the leaf shape of it, and this one's actually a very nice specimen. The other one's kind of dying. Okay, next, on to the next box. The next plant that I purchased is from Steve's Leaves. I can't tell you how many times I've tried to go on the website and the things that I want are out of stock. So I'm not very successful on the website because one, it says a lot about the website and the plants they grow. High quality, good customer service, so a lot of people want to buy things, and most importantly, they're like very well priced. So the next plant I got from them has been on my wish list for quite some time. I have 3 wish lists. So one is, oh, I really want these plants, but girl, I can't afford them ever in my lifetime unless I trade a plant with someone. 2 is, ooh, I might be able to afford these a little bit more and I want them. The third list is, I don't have these plants yet and they're not a top priority, but I do want them. And this plant was on there. It was the Philodendron Burle Marx Fantasy. And I am feeling her fantasy. I think this plant should have been on that second wish list of mine. Now I'm seeing it in person. It is gorgeous. It's climbing on a pole. Who doesn't like climbing on a pole? And it's got this like dark green kind of bluish tinge to it. It's actually very similar to, I got it here, is the coloring is very similar to an Epipendens Cebu blue. It's got that kind of deep blue to it, and it's got the greenish tinge, and the veining is very deep, similar to the Epipendens pinnatum Cebu blue. So this was a good purchase because it was very well priced. I think I wouldn't have gotten it if it wasn't for the price. Because it's beautiful, but there's some other plants that I've been like obsessing with, and I'm kind of saving up for that. The next set of plants that I got was from an eBay seller that I purchased from before, and the quality of the plants have been phenomenal. 2 of the plants I have been growing and put out brand new leaves. I was like, let me buy from them again, and I did. I will link the eBay shop down below in the description box. But I'm going to show you the 3 plants I got, and I'll ask you, what's the difference? Why do you have 3 of them? Are they all different? Girl, they're not. They are all the same plant. Do not be like me and bid on 3 plants, because guess what? You're expected to pay for all of the 3 plants. So now I've got 3 Philodendron verrucosums. And I'm not mad. Like, they're gorgeous. Like, this is a larger one, and I believe the leaves get a lot bigger. So the thing with verrucosums is, again, they're like heart-shaped. They've got very beautiful backing to them, and they've got like this like kind of neon, kind of black leaf to it. Like the markings on the front are great. And the thing with verrucosums is that there's so many different ones out there that they all look different, because they can differ from different regions that they're acquired from. And then when you interbreed them, they're all going to look different. So not one verrucosum is going to be exactly the same. So I have 3 of these plants. I intend on propagating possibly this bigger plant here because it's kind of growing very wild. It's going all different directions, so I might cut her up. But these other 2 little girls are gonna just keep growing, and they're kind of nursery pot they came in. They're currently in sphagnum moss, and I'm gonna keep them in sphagnum moss until it's time to repot. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with repotting, but these are gorgeous. Like, again, it's got furry petioles. It's got the front of the leaf that's got these like striking markings, which will differ depending on which verrucosum plant you have. And then the back of the leaves are red. So that's like very gorgeous. I've got a hybrid of this, verrucosum and melanochrysum, which is really beautiful. It's called That's right behind me. It is a Philodendron, they call it Splendid. And it's not furry, it doesn't have the furry petioles, just like the verrucosum, but it's got the red backing on the more newer leaves. I feel like, yeah, the red kind of fades away as the leaf matures, but it's got the nice kind of dark green velvety sheen of the melanochrysum. So I just wanted to show that to you guys. The next shop that I ordered from was Peace, Love, and Happiness Club. It is an online shop, and they also have a physical shop in the little Fremont neighborhood in Seattle. And I happened to actually drive by this location multiple times, and I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't go in and take a look at the plants because they have a very nice selection. So if you're in Seattle, go take a look at the plants. They're phenomenal. So the first one is a big girl. She's an Anthurium pseudospectabile. And she's one of those like strap leaf, pendant-like shaped anthuriums, which I'm obsessing over as of now. A lot of my plants have very similar shapes to them. And I just love the strap leaf because it's like kind of long and it got this elongated leaf, which is different from other leaves. So I'm obsessed with that. Right now, it's kind of growing kind of up and erect, like a coriaceum. Coriaceum, I think that's what you call it. I'm hoping that it falls down a little bit and hangs over into the pot. But I'm not sure if it's going to do that. But this leaf looks kind of promising, and this leaf looks pretty promising because they're kind of like starting to bend over. So maybe when the plant gets bigger, they'll start to do that. But I'm obsessed and loving this plant, and I got her for a really great price. I got her for $78, and then that's steal. So when I saw this on the website, I was like, I have to have her. And so I did. And I'm obsessed with her. And because I got her, I was like, well, I can't just get one plant. So I saw this. It's a Hoya rotundiflora. It's got these dark green, oblong oval leaves to it, and it's got little tiny pubic hairs as a plant. I believe you call those pubescents. And I'm just obsessed with her. She's tiny, she's overflowing, she's in this 2-inch pot, but she's giving me all the good vibes, and I like that. So I've got this, Hoya rotundiflora and Anthurium pseudospectabile. So if you haven't checked out their website or gone to their shop, check out Peace, Love, and Happiness Club. Highly, highly recommend. Definitely saved the best box for last. It's got 2 plants that's been on my wish list for a very, very long time. And I got them from Jay Vanini, who is a well-known plant breeder and owner of the website Exotica Esoterica. And if you're an aroid, philodendron, anthurium enthusiast, and also like terrarium and kind of orchid, like very tropical stuff, he's got so many essays on a bunch of these items. And after going on his website, my plant wish list exponentially like grew a lot longer. So check his website out. So the first plant in the box is an Anthurium pendens. And like the other plants I like, it's got a belt-like, strap-like leaf, and it kind of grows downwards, and that's what I'm obsessed with at the moment. And you're like, oh my gosh, it looks a lot like another plant that you hauled in your last video. If you haven't checked it out, my first haul, go check that video out and show some love. It is the Anthurium Windlingeri. And sometimes they get confused with each other because they grow in symmetry with each other, and they grow alongside each other. But I believe the pendens is more green when they're more mature, and the Windlingeri has those beautiful ripples to it, and it's velvety, but the leaves are darker. And the biggest thing that can differentiate both of the plants is the inflorescence that the plants have. The inflorescence on the Windlingeri is like a pigtail corkscrew shape, whereas this one's kind of a stub. Yeah, so I'm obsessed with her. And this is a F1 offspring seedling that he grew, so that's awesome. So the next plant is a plant that's been on my wish list for a very long time, and something I've been obsessing with, and I've seen it on a few videos on YouTube. I think James Armstrong has a Philodendron patriciae, And after seeing his, I was like, I want one of those babies. And oh my goodness. Again, the theme of pendant plants I'm obsessing with. Like, look at her. She's green. I mean, plants are all green, but she's got these nice, like, leaf that kind of project, like this pattern that kind of projects out. And I'm just obsessed with her. Like, how can you not be obsessed? Two of these leaves haven't fully hardened off yet, especially this leaf. It's the newer one. And Jay told me that this one's going to continue growing for quite a bit and should be significantly longer. And there's already a new spike here. So there's going to be a new leaf or so in another month. So I'm really excited to have this plant in my care. And yeah, I don't know, words can't describe how I feel about having this plant. So that was the last plant in my haul. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also follow me on my Instagram at @MarkEnery. Go show some love there. And if you want some notifications on my future content that I release, also hit the notification button. And until next time, I will see you guys again, and it will probably not be a haul because I'm doing a no-buy. Most likely gonna do a plant wishlist video, so by the time I'm done with this no-buy, I can buy the plants that I want and share them with everyone here on YouTube. So again, until next time, bye.